Well, hi, Kyle Justice here at the studios of Awesome Science Media. Kind of an exciting day. It's always fun when you take all the different videos and content you've been working on for months and you combine it into the final step after you've edited the whole project is to actually author the DVD. And there's quite a few steps to that. I've been doing this for quite a while here at Awesome Science Media, and we have, 22 DVDs out now. I'm authoring 2 this week, and the other ones, this is episode 1 of Dino Hunter, and I'll be also authoring the Receding Floodwaters documentary with Michael Orden, our flood geology series. But I kind of wanted to take you through the steps, or at least an inside look of what a DVD looks like before it actually goes out to the finished product, and some of the different steps we do to put them together, kind of an inside look as it were. So if you see the screen here, we use actually the software. It's called Encore, developed by Adobe, and it's pretty cool. There's quite a few different options you have. Over here is your different, well, there's menus, there's different timelines, they call them, and different folders. And you put all those together, you kind of import them and you make sure everything is just right. You actually have to also use Adobe Photoshop to create your menus, and then you import those into Encore. And you have kind of this basic menu. This is my opening menu, and as you see, there's 4 different options: play program, chapters, bonus features, and view trailers. And so we have packed this DVD with some really cool features. When you go into chapters, there's 12 chapters to this. This is the Discovering Soft Dinosaur Tissue episode, and so you have different parts or chapters to this about Mary Schweitzer's discovery of soft tissue. What does the biblical worldview look like? What does the evolutionary worldview look like to soft tissue? Mary had to prove that it was soft tissue, because a lot of people in the community that believed in long ages were like, this can't be dinosaur soft tissue, because they knew the implications. And then some ideas on how could it be preserved if it were millions of years old. And then we get into the whole story of Mark Armitage and him going out and finding soft tissue using his biblical worldview. And then Mark shares his discoveries and a few pieces left there in the chapters. If you go to the main program then, you can view the entire project, an entire title, video, or you can view it by chapter if there's one you want to review again. We also go back to the main menu and you have bonus features. And in this particular DVD, I've actually put together an outtake reel. Jeremy McLaughlin is our host for Dino Hunter. He and I have worked together since about 2011. He's an Emmy Award winning host, and we did work with Comcast Sportsnet on a reality series together in which he won an Emmy, and I was nominated as the director of that series. And so we worked together, and we said, gee, wouldn't it be fun sometime to use, because he's a believer, and he wanted to get involved in some of the projects I was doing. So we created Dino Hunter as one series that he actually hosts. So you get into his outtakes, and those get pretty comical as he is going through out in the Hell Creek Formation. In fact, I could probably get there here and just play a real quick piece of that.
We're outside Glendive, Montana. We're just meeting. We're outside hang on, I'm sorry, I gotta wait for the camera to steady. How could dinosaur tissue have survived for that long? There seems to be no solid evidence.
So even professionals have retakes. Of course, you've seen a lot of those as maybe rented movies and so on. So you have an outtake reel on the bonus materials. I threw together some production photos when we shot the interview with Mark Armitage at his microscopes. What's kind of cool too is I've included a Mark Armitage interview, and some of you don't know that Mark, he also worked part-time for the state of California CSUN, which is a California's Northridge University campus, and he was actually fired because of his biblical worldview. And he took on the state and he sued them and he won for religious discrimination. So he tells his story there. It's kind of a neat little piece that I threw in. There's also other DVD previews. We have 3 episodes of Dino Hunter that are working on right now. So I have trailers for all 3 of those we threw in, plus a kind of a series trailer to introduce you to the whole series and what we have plans for and what we're shooting. You can also look at other trailers of different videos that we're working on or we've produced, and gives you information on what to take a look at, as well as the Awesome Sci TV SVOD platform. And I talked about that yesterday, but there's a little promo in there that you can preview. So that's the basics of the Dino Hunter episode 1. The main piece actually still being the full program. And so when I work on a DVD, again, I have the assets, we call them, or the menus and so on, kind of my preview window. And then over here, this is kind of where I want things directed. And this is kind of a fun part because let's say this is the Awesome Science trailer that we have with Noah, and I have it on a menu for the bonus materials. And when it ends, at the, it's about 2.5 minutes at the end, where does it go? And that's what you have to do when you're doing these DVDs is, yeah, I can play a video, but where does that, when it ends, where does it go? What menu does it go to? And so you can actually assign over here the end action, and you can actually take and stretch across, and you can decide which menu it's going to hit at the end. And so a lot of tracing of where different profiles are going and what's going to happen when. You really have to think through that when you're producing a DVD. But when you get it, boxed up and you take it off the shelf, you actually don't see all the details of that. But it's pretty exciting to put this together, and you have to do details. If you have any issues when you go to actually do your DVD, it actually gives you a evaluation, and it says you forgot this menu and you forgot that menu, and this video is kind of hanging out there. So there's a lot of checks and balances, which is pretty cool. So that's how we author a DVD. Once I get things checked out and it actually comes checking out pretty good, really the next step is to create a folder where we then take the videos and all the assets and everything as a finished, what looks like a DVD, but it's not. It's just a folder, and I send that over the internet to my replicator, and they take that and they make a master, and then from there they basically replicate all the DVDs. So it's a pretty cool process, and we go through this for every DVD that we put on the market. Of course, with Awesome Sci TV, a lot of people are now going more towards the digital downloads and the subscription platform. But a lot of people still like DVDs, something physical. They say books would never go away, or actually, they actually said books would go away because of the digital revolution. But it turns out they're not, because people like something tangible as well. So, but that's the DVD process. So I wanted to introduce you to that, and exciting. And we'll be getting this particular DVD out. I'll get by Friday to the replicator, and then it will take about a couple weeks before we actually get it back from them, and then we get it to our different retailers that will carry it, and we sell it on our website. All can be accessed from awesomesciencemedia.com. And then if you just want to see directly this episode, it's at awesomescitv.com, which is our new platform for subscribers. So that's worldwide, and we're excited to bring it to you. So thanks for watching, and I really appreciate you listening and seeing what we're doing.